It
speak
was
Spanish?
good. Yes,
Yeah?
I speak Spanish,
Really?
but like kind of okay.
Kind of.
It's like Mochelo, you know, like not the rancho, but like it's not the proper
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay,
Spanish.
yeah,
You
that's
know?
how I
So
know.
there's
I call
like
it the no sabo.
The no
yes,
sabo,
oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
I'm not no sabo, but I know Spanish. But yeah, what's it called? Rainbow was crazy. It was fun. I did see Corona. He knew like some people that were like at our table, and they were like walking back and forth and stuff.
Oh,
But
that's cool. So did you do interviews or something? Like I saw you
no,
post.
I wanted to,
Uh,
but it ended so fast, and I was just like so shy, and I was already on the champagne and stuff. So like, I'm
yeah,
just not gonna ask anything. So.
man. I know that kind of happened because like at first like I'd be super shy on camera. Like
Yes.
I'd have to drink or not like have to, but like it kind
To
of
get
calmed the
like
And
nerves.
he's drinking. He's
yeah.
drinking right now.
And I'm drinking right now. I don't drink no more. No, but we
That's
went to
funny.
Rasa and empty stomach. We just pulled up and dude, I was drinking back to back. And then later he sent me like one of the videos of one of the interviews I did, and I'm like, yeah, no, I got way too drunk. I'm
No,
like,
seriously, I was like, heck, no, I can't. It was fun though. It was
yeah,
fun. I liked it. It was good music too.
yeah, they were
Cause
playing
I
good stuff.
really love like Spanish music. Like
Mhm.
I used to be at all those all the time.
Oh,
Like all
really?
the time, like Thursday through
How old are
Saturday.
you?
Thursday through Sunday. I'm 30.
30.
Yes.
Where'd
So
you go
just
to
like
school?
I went to Fireball.
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 Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to
Okay.
Fireball. Yeah.
You used to go out a lot when you were younger.
Yeah, in my
Yeah.
early 20s, I was out all the time. I was a mess. Like I would go to Aldo's and I would go to Mezcal. And then I don't know, how old are you guys?
I'm
I'm
28.
28 too.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys ever went to oh my god, I'm old. I don't know if you guys ever went to Old Town
mm,
when it was like a thing.
no, I've been there twice and it was like bad experience both times.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah, just like some hee haw
Why?
like stuff,
No
you know.
way.
I,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
my first, I had two experiences. One of them was good. I mean, it was decent. And then the second one, like you said, it was like I'm over here seeing like white young kids climbing trees and shit. I was like, oh nah, that's for
Bro,
me, bro.
no, we were there one time and we saw this girl and she just falls back and like there's like a big mirror,
Oh
like
yes, yes, yes.
right, and she just breaks it, like
Oh
just
my
like smacks
god.
it, like falls on the ground and like
I'm
freaking
okay.
just yeah, no, literally, bro,
She
literally, she
probably
just
gets
got
up the next day.
up.
She don't care right now.
Yeah,
She's like, I'm fine.
she just got up and then
Yeah.
like they just walked around and that was
Oh
it.
my
Yeah, I was
Bitch,
god.
like,
was my drink.
No, seriously, I've taken some hard falls too when I'm like buzzed and I don't feel it till the next day. It's crazy.
yeah, you
Yeah.
like those buzz balls and stuff
Hell
or
no. I mean I'll do it like if I'm pressured, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to like buy a
what's your
buzz
like
ball.
preferred drink?
It's like a White Claw. Oh,
Like a White Claw.
seltzers. I really do. I drink a lot of seltzers.
Okay, yeah,
Or
that's
like, or tequila,
or tequila.
or vodka, or everything.
Yeah, or everything.
You know my
Everything
preferred?
I have
Uh,
a.
Do you know my preferred?
you're a vodka the Ciroc, no?
No,
No?
no more. Not since like years.
Not since we were partying.
Yeah. Since we were
Ciroc
partying.
was a thing though. Remember when everybody had a bottle of Ciroc? You're like, oh my god, I have a bottle.
Well,
That
I
was
mean,
it.
I used to get like a red Ciroc, and then I would mix it with cranberry, and that shit is
Oh,
fire.
yeah,
because it's a
yeah.
sleeper. You don't really taste it, and then
Yeah.
it just smacks you.
Yeah.
No.
And it
Yeah.
smacked me so hard that I don't go back to that.
I know I can't. I like Tito's though, like Tito's and martinis and stuff.
I like just liquor like tequilas, like cognacs.
Oh, I've never did. I don't
What's
like
the
the.
brown ones?
That's a cognac.
That's a cognac.
No,
Yeah.
Or the whiskey?
Whiskeys.
Oh.
Whiskeys. And then IPAs and draft beer. That's all I
Yeah.
drink.
I was I remember
Yeah.
like when IPAs first started coming out.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know, but I remember I went through like an IPA like phase. I was like, oh my god, I love sours. I love
Whiskey sours?
stouts. No, just
Oh,
like the
oh,
sour, like
oh,
the
yeah, yeah,
IPAs
yeah.
and stuff. I was like, I love
Hello,
sours.
hello.
I like what was I saying? I like
The
dark like
IPAs.
stouts. Have you guys tasted them? It tastes like chocolate.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god, now I cannot go back to those.
I
ever.
can't drink
Like,
anything
oh
sweet.
my god.
Yeah.
Because they would like the mine hazes. I don't know if you guys ever drink
Yeah,
those.
yeah,
Oh
that's what he
my
likes.
god.
All the IPAs, the mine hazes.
The mine haze? No, back in the days, I would drink mine haze all the time. I'm like, oh, I can't even drink it anymore.
No, it's strong, but I like it.
Or anything watermelon. That reminds me of a Ford Loco.
Oh,
Yeah,
Four Loko.
it does. Like,
Oh, what did they say? The four locals bring out the fifth local.
I was like, dang, I'm all the way over on the east side. I was like, dang, it's nice over here.
Y'all
Like,
looking
don't have to
good.
worry about getting off at Walgreens today.
It's funny because like we interact with a lot of people from like the downtown community.
Yeah.
And then they're like, dude, I'm all the way, like, don't tell anybody I'm over here. Like, yeah.
No, yeah, I was like, okay. I was thinking, I don't know why I was picturing you guys like by Herndon and stuff, like where the golf thing took place.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
I
yeah.
was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
it is a little bit freaking out here, huh? 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
we're-
So, bro, for me, sometimes it's a 25-minute drive.
well, yeah.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
start having to put a tab on gas.
Yeah,
bro.
for me it's
Yeah.
20 for me
Gonna have
it's
to
miles
25
and
minutes.
breakdown. Like,
Yeah.
jeez.
And so we don't do this full time. So
Oh,
like,
really?
no, we don't do this.
Okay.
Like he
Dang,
has his
that's
9 to 5, and then I
crazy.
have my 9 to 5.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're doing like 3. I don't know how many. He's probably doing more things than me, but I'm doing 3 full-time things at once. The podcast, videography, and then my career, which is in I'm a technician.
Oh, okay.
And then he does like property rentals. He does insurance, and then he's doing the podcast, and then he helps me out sometimes
Oh
with the
my
videography.
God, I'm complaining about my job and doing a podcast. That's it. Like I just go to my
This is-
job and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired.
This
And
is-
I
It
work from
gets
home sometimes.
stressful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In fact, I had a talk with Senna earlier, bro.
Oh,
And,
yeah?
we was like, just quit. And then he just messing with me. I was like, nah.
Bruh,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
like,
not
I'm
gonna
not there
quit.
yet.
He's like, you're always stressed. I was like, well,
Well,
it's just-
sometimes you do want to quit, huh? I know we're gonna have to get this on the thing. We're rolling right now.
Oh,
Maybe we
okay.
could keep going.
Nah, I thought about it earlier today. I was like, this is like becoming a little bit too much. But then when I got home, dude, doing this video, I was just like even dancing to it. I was having such a great time. I was like, nah, fuck that. Like I like this. Like I'm gonna stay through
Yeah.
because like this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Celine last night. I was like, because we had this grupo here, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was
Oh,
like,
yes. I haven't watched that one yet.
yeah. Well, we haven't released it
Oh,
yet,
okay. I
but
was
we
like, I
just
haven't
filmed it
watched it.
yesterday.
Okay.
But
You know what?
it-
This I might cut it and just put it at the end. Fuck it.
yeah, honestly, we could just let it go, and then I'll do the intro in a little bit. But
Fuck it.
but I remember I was telling her last night. I'm like, man, it's a lot of work, but like with all that work, we get to do some cool stuff.
Yes.
You know, and it's like those
yeah.
moments. Like I'm like I felt like I was like in what's it called? Like Pepe's office, or like have you
Yeah.
seen those? Like Pepe's office, like he'll have like the musicals come on and then
Oh,
like
yes,
sing
yes,
music
yes,
in front of
Te
them.
sientes like influencer.
Yeah, yeah, and then or like Augusto Papa,
Yes,
they do
yes,
that
yes,
kind of similar
uh-huh.
because like I interviewed them for like 20 minutes and then they played like 3 or 4 songs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I mean,
And
that was
they-
pretty
Era
cool.
like you had
And-
like a privada here.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they got down. Like they
They
could
sing really
they
good.
could sing. Like I
No
thought,
way.
like typically when you hear like musicals or whatever, like you
Mhm.
know they just okay they do
Yeah.
mainstream music, but no, these guys can
And they're like
sing.
younger.
They're
Yeah,
only 19.
they're only, like,
yeah.
19.
Dude, they're starting out hella young.
Yeah, no, they said that they were doing it since they were.
And they met
13 or 14.
in elementary schools when they started getting influenced to do it, and they knew each other. Some of them know each other since then. And then in middle school is when they started doing stuff in high school. And then so that they got something, man. Like
Yeah.
if
they were-
they know how to play their cards, they're gonna do something big.
Yeah.
Well,
for
they
sure.
they got signed. Do you know MB Impresa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
they signed. They
isn't that
signed them.
Santiana?
Well, they're like a promotion.
Oh,
so
okay,
they do
okay.
like all the bailes
Yes,
and all that
yes.
sort of stuff.
Oh my
I think they
gosh.
even did that when I was at Rainbow.
That's hella cool.
Yeah. But I'm like, they're doing something right.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna
They'll
do
probably be
good.
playing at Chick-Chancy the other day.
Yeah, I think they said they
and-
did. They
yeah,
played
they
at
have.
Fancy one
Oh,
time. He said they
okay.
opened for like Marca MP, Chino Pacas. It was like April of last year, I think.
Man.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, hopefully they'll take us on stage one time.
For real?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember you're on my
What would be the
podcast?
plus the plus ones?
Plus
Literally,
one.
I was like, I know of you because of the podcast, okay?
Yeah.
I know the owner.
I know that.
No,
Do
but-
you guys ever go to the bailes?
I haven't in a while, but yeah, I used to go all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, my last one, it was messy. Man.
Really?
Jeez. Remember, I told you a story, right? With who?
With
It was just since we got there, we were getting into fights from minute one
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
to
my
like we were there for like
god.
3 hours, and there was just situation after situation after situation. And then back then I was single, and I was seeing this girl, and I went out there with her,
Mhm.
and she got to meet my other girl, and that was like. It was such a nightmare,
Oh,
bro. And then on
hell
top of
no.
that, we even me and you and Nancy, we got into a fight with the hot dog guy. Like it
Not
was
the
just
hot dog
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
You're
And
gonna get
then oh
canceled.
god,
right?
it was just like it was just like situation.
He flipped his table. That was his video. Man.
It's okay, we won't
Yeah.
cancel you.
I'm down to go to the Vilas, but I think only the ones at probably Rainbow now, but I feel like at Chachansey, like unless you get VIP,
Mhm.
it's like if you go with a group of friends, you gotta go to the bathroom and then you lose everybody and then it's
Yes.
like
Oh
a
my
man.
god.
So I'm
It's
like
so bad.
and then you gotta stand
And you
up till,
cannot
like,
find
here.
them, and then you don't have. I don't have service in there.
No,
I never have
yeah.
service in there, and I'm all sad by myself.
And then
Like,
it's too loud and you can't
like,
even hear.
That's it. I'm leaving. I made my sister come pick me up from a baile because I couldn't find my friends after the bathroom. She's like, just come pick me up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like freaking one time we have one I have a cousin, his name's Anthony, and his phone died and this guy was still like leaving wild, and then one of my cousins was like, where's he at? He's like, you let him leave again?
Oh my
And then yeah, next thing we know we're
God.
like listening to the music, and then we turn around and then my cousin just are like hella drunk, like eating a taco. We're like, oh, he found it.
Again, I haven't seen that in a while.
I know, we gotta get together with them again, but man, all right, should I start it or what?
So yeah.
Ready? After all that, huh? We'll throw it in there.
It's over.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Man, well, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode here at Grizzly Talk Podcast. I'm your co-host at Mike on the Mic. We got Fire Films in the building today,
What is going on, guys?
and we got super special guest here today, Deewes, aka Daniela, in the building.
No, I like when people call me Deewes. They really do call me that in the streets, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Official?
They be calling me Deewes.
Deewes. Where or can you introduce yourself
Oh,
and like
yeah.
tell everybody what you do?
Okay, so I just started off as a TikTok micro influencer, and then after that, like after it was gonna shut down, I was like, oh my god, like what am I gonna do? You know, like I need my TikTok people, and so I decided to do like a podcast, and then I've always been on Instagram, and I just started from there. And I also do like have a 9 to 5, so
Okay, what do you do for your 9 to 5?
I work for the government.
Oh, no way. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. So you
It's
get
top
those.
secret, so,
So
I
you
can't
take-
say.
Oh, okay.
You take my taxes away?
For hell no, not that government, okay?
Not that
But
government.
But
So-
yeah, that's what I do.
So on TikTok, how did you start off being a micro influencer?
How did I start off? I don't know. Honestly, I was just like, fuck it. Like, I've always wanted to like have like a platform, you know, but I've always just been so scared. So I just went on TikTok and just started posting. And there's like a really good like community on TikTok. Like, I don't know if my TikTok girlies are watching, but they're so supportive, and they're like, if you post, they'll be like, oh, keep posting, you know, you're gonna do something. And there's like no gatekeeping. Like a lot of them like get products and little like promotions and stuff like that, and like they'll show you, and they showed me how to get that, so that's just how I grew. And
Yeah.
because
Have you always been like a social media person? Like since you were younger, you were always like on MySpace, Facebook, all that.
yeah, I was
MySpace,
on-
not
I was
MySpace.
Not
on
MySpace.
Man, I wish I could log on. I was on MySpace, and I remember like I was young. I was like maybe like 10 or 12.
Wow, that was
Yeah, I was like in
Right
middle
around there.
school. Yeah, I was like in middle school, and I remember like the famous people would DM me. Well, I thought they were famous, and I remember like one time, who was it? I think
You
it
were
was,
friends
like,
with Tom?
Oh yes, Tom. And then I know like I think Zac Efron like messaged me, and I thought it was like the real Zac Efron, but you know.
It wasn't.
And then like now I know like all these people are like pretending to, you know how there's hella, like fake profiles and stuff, but
You're like
yeah.
we were in a 2-month
I was
relationship.
like, oh my god, I was like fangirl. I was like, oh my god, Zac Efron messaged me the other day. But yeah, MySpace, Instagram, Twitter. I had a Twitter, but then like I deleted it. I don't know if you guys
Are you
still
back
have
on or
Twitter.
no?
No, like well, I still have the app, but well, X now, right? I
X,
still have the
yeah.
app, but I haven't gone on. I don't know why.
So what like made you want to start doing it? Like was there an influencer that you would
For
like,
social
look
media?
up to? Yeah.
Like how I got started onto Twitter, or
No, just like in the influencer space. Like, what made you want to be an influencer?
what made me? I don't know. I've always just.
Or was there like a
I feel
person?
like there wasn't necessarily a person, but like I would just watch people get like so viral off like like really not much. Like they're just sitting there like talking, being themselves, genuine, and then they get followers and stuff. And I was like, dude, I can do that, like just be relatable, and I'll be. But there wasn't like a specific person, no.
No,
To
no. That would
So,
help you out. Well, I know you said like I was looking through your page
Mhm.
obviously, and you said you have
stalker.
like a bunch of siblings. Like, you think
Yes.
like
Oh
you
my
got some character from
gosh.
there?
Hell yeah. My sisters are. Yeah, we did. There's six of us, and
All girls? You don't have
yeah,
any brothers?
no, all
Man.
girls. Yeah, I was excited to talk about this because I was like, I'm gonna talk about you guys someday.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we were younger, I think because there's, I don't know if you guys have siblings, but they're all different personalities and stuff. Well, they all I feel like that's how I learned how to deal with people because I dealt with my sisters, like different freaking personalities, and that's how you become relatable and like all this stuff like on TikTok. So yeah, I can thank them a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I saw
You
that.
said, "There's your credit."
I know, like
There's your
there's your
credit.
credit. I don't ask for nah, but yeah.
But I saw you put
And there,
like you're the funniest one.
yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am the funniest one. But I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Yeah, I'm the funniest one, and then I was gonna say something else about them. They
About
are
the
big
different
support. No,
personalities.
they're like huge supporters too. Like the ones that
Really?
are like, go do it, like just do it. Like years ago, they'd be like, dude, like just hurry up and like go do your thing. But obviously, I was like, what are people gonna think? I was always on that mindset, like, oh my god, people are gonna think I'm weird or
Or
cringe,
all that sort of
.
stuff.
Yeah.
Are you guys all like really close? What's the age difference?
No, so my oldest sister, she's 34, and then my youngest, she's 13.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
it's 30, and then it's me. I mean, there's 34, 30, 26, 24, 21, and then 13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
were fighting all the time when we were
Oh, I
younger. Oh
bet.
my God, it
Over
was all
clothes, over all
bad.
that sort of
Just
stuff, I'd
anything like
imagine.
when you just like, why are you looking at me? Like, why are you looking at me like that? And
Girls are
then
crazy.
like God, it was
I
like,
bet those bathroom fights were crazy.
bruh, oh
Trying
my
to fight over
God,
the mirror and all
yes.
that.
Dude,
Yep.
one of my sisters, oh
I live.
my
I have
God.
two sisters and I live with a girl cousin too. So
Oh really?
whew,
One of my
they were like gallinas, bro.
Dude, seriously. I remember one of my sisters still, like, she would take freaking, like, 2 hour showers, and we were all like, get the fuck
Fucking
out of
yeah,
here.
get
I'm like,
the
There's
oh
no more warm
no.
water.
There wasn't. She'd be like, I wasn't even there for that long. And then there's six of us, so we need, like, all the freaking water. But,
Hmm.
yeah, it was crazy. But now, I'm super close to them, like, super, super.
I feel like as you get older, you kind of mature and you're like,
Yeah.
the heck were we
I mean,
fighting about?
obviously, you still have, like, disagreements. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Hmm.
I'll be like, what the hell? Like, call them out or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like minor and yeah.
What
Yeah.
about with your parents? Are you pretty close to them too?
No, actually, I don't have a relationship with my parents. So I grew up with like my grandma in Fireball,
Oh, okay.
and she's yeah. I grew up with like my dad's side of the family, and they're really supportive too.
Really? I know
Mm-hmm.
you were kind of saying like they would tell you like do it, do it. It seems like you
Yeah,
wanted like what do you think about like imposter syndrome?
I definitely feel that like, cause you don't want people to like for me the longest time like I was like people from high school are gonna see me and they're gonna be like what the hell like all of a sudden who is she trying to be or like what does she think
Hmm.
she's trying to be someone she's not or something. I don't know, and I always thought that, and I still think that like sometimes I'll post because I have a lot of my high school was really small, so
Yeah, everybody
like
knew. Yeah.
and I still have like a lot of people from high school that follow me, so I'm just like, oh, God, okay, I'm gonna post this, and they're probably gonna think I'm cringe. But I've
Yeah.
had like a few people from high school reach out and be like, oh, like I hope, you get successful and all that stuff, which is nice. But
Hmm.
I do struggle with imposter
Do
syndrome.
you feel
Yeah.
like you can relate to this? Like, after as the creator, after some time, you just start kind of just post everything, and you just don't
Yes,
start
yeah.
like getting numb to it, to where
Do you ever feel like that? That
I
imposter
feel like
syndrome?
yes, often, because like I'm not the same personality that I'm sometimes on the podcast that I'm outside. So when people see me be a little bit more serious, I'm like, damn, when they see that, they're like, But I'm
Yeah.
starting to get up to the good point where it's any sort of content we're just releasing, and I'm just like, if people see it, good. If not, then whatever, you know.
Yeah, especially right now, like I struggle with it sometimes, but then I'm like, it's not like we're getting a crazy amount of views, and then
Mhm.
like you said, you know, like we're different people, but I feel like the more and more comfortable I get on camera, like the more and more I'm like myself,
Yes, yeah.
right? But that's what I like. We just started doing vlogs too,
Oh yeah, I
so
saw when we guys went to the snow.
yeah,
That was cool. I
yeah. So I
liked
feel
it.
like on there, like we're able to showcase like
Yeah.
our personality more and be like more like ourselves, like exactly how that was. Like if you
Mhm.
watch the whole thing, like that's how it is every time we hang out
Yeah.
and we're
Yeah,
just
it looked fun.
yeah, yeah.
What's it called? I remember too, like on Instagram, like I wanted to be like mysterious. You know, you I don't know if you ever like seen those posts where like, oh, when I'm trying to be mysterious, but I talk too much or whatever.
Mhm.
Well, I would go and like I would delete like all my posts and then just have my picture. And like now I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be mysterious. Like I just want to post everything, like whatever it is, what it is. Even on Twitter too. Like when that first came out, I was like,
Mhm.
what the hell, like what are we supposed to do? Like at the time the concept was like, oh, you're just tweeting what you're doing, like,
Everything.
you know. And I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, what? I was like, I don't want that. But then, oh my god, I was on Twitter like 24/7. It was
I
crazy.
was
Yeah.
struggling a little with that because I was thinking about doing like ghost branding for my page because I have
Mhm.
a independent page where I post all my video content, and I was thinking of like just erasing me from it and just letting it be a thing of its own. But then I was
Mhm.
like, nah, you know what? I'm myself. I want to be part of my own
Yes.
thing, and I
Mhm.
want to be like the face of my own thing,
Yeah.
and whatever people think, they're gonna think it. And I already seen like people throwing subliminals, and like
Yeah.
I'm not a hater like by heart, so it's like when I
Mhm.
see people do like little subliminals, I'm like that's the sort of people that you guys are.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
but for me, I'm just like I'll support creators and like I want to live like that, you know, and then do the things that I want.
Yeah, and
Really.
hopefully they get like, because I think people get kind of intimidated by people trying to be like like influencers or micro influencers or podcast stars, and um they're like, oh well, they're like scared. They don't have that, like they can't be brave, you know. And I think that's something that they need to learn to do, and it's kind of like intimidating,
Mhm.
Cuz
like
you
to them, because like, you know, when you first started, I'm like, I was like, oh my god, like this is scary, you know, like. But then you're like, oh, I want it to be me, like I want you to know me and stuff.
And so
yeah.
the people know like where are some of the highlights of like your influencing space.
My highlights, I would have to say, well, I barely hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, so
That's huge.
yay. I
Yeah,
know,
Yeah.
that's
I
good.
was
That's
Congrats,
pretty good.
man.
That's
excited. I
actually
was
pretty
like,
good.
follow
Hit the button
me.
like
Yeah.
Caesar, huh?
I was
Hit
like,
the
everybody
hit the
better follow me.
subscribe.
So yeah, so thank you to everyone that has subscribed. Um, and then I mean, I've had like some videos go viral. Like I recently posted this TikTok. It's still like going viral about looking for my first grade teacher.
Oh, I saw that.
So
Yeah.
like like I have like, it has to have like over 600K views now, and there's so many people commenting, so many people trying to help me like look for her, and like it's crazy. I think that's like amazing that social media can do that. You know,
Yeah.
they're like people are like, oh,
The
I can
TikTok
help you.
effect
Like,
or yeah.
yeah, they're like, oh, I know who that is. Like, I'll help you. Like, this lady like reached out to me and she was like, oh, like I'll help you. Like, I used to work at the school and you know, blah blah. And I'd be like, I think just the community is a big highlight. Like from them following me on YouTube, them helping me with TikToks, and let's see what other.
And I saw they started following you like once the TikTok shutdown was going to happen, they followed you
Yeah,
onto
yes, onto Instagram.
mhm.
Yeah, that was cool. That was nice because I was like, oh my god, like I'm never gonna see these people again. But they rallied and they were like, oh, like let's just go to Instagram and like follow each other. But at that time, like when TikTok was stopping, that's when I was like not really posting on Instagram that much. So that's when I was like, oh my god, like people are gonna be like, go to TikTok. Like that is not, this is not for Instagram, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, they
Well,
did.
and as an influencer, what do you think about all the social medias like ranking them? Because I just seen a post like a few days ago of this guy that got like 13 million views on a post, and he was like pretending to be happy, and he was like, guess how much money I got from this? He said
On
0,
Instagram, right? Yeah.
and I was
No
like,
Cuz on
way.
Instagram
wait,
they don't pay you
yeah.
like yeah. Yeah, I saw I
Really?
So
saw that post too.
now I'm like kind of rethinking like should we start like really pushing hard on
Mm-hmm.
other things
I
like
think we should cuz like you were saying like in
Mm-hmm.
TikTok it has like you could really build a community there and then the algorithm is set up to where anybody can go
Oh yeah.
viral, right?
Yeah, anyone. And then on YouTube too, like I heard that they get paid a lot. Like,
YouTubers
and
get
then
paid
you,
a lot,
yeah, for like
because
little shorts and
And you
stuff
know what?
too.
Snapchat.
Ah,
I hear people that post on
yeah.
Snapchat. I hear Snapchat pays the
I
best.
have heard that too.
I've
Yeah.
been a YouTube baby since it's been from the very start. So I
Yeah.
know a lot of like YouTubers, and I've seen like how people live, living off of YouTube. And like
Yeah.
right now, I even follow some like I used to watch a lot of soccer. Like I just stopped like in the last few months, but like I have a lot of YouTubers that are like from the soccer world, and they don't get over 100K views in every single one of their videos. They probably do like under 50K,
Uh-huh.
and they're still able to live like crazy lives. Like
No
I
Yeah,
know.
it's just like
way.
my friend. He said he went viral on Snapchat and he made $30,000 off
How
one
do you go
video.
viral on Snapchat? I
He
haven't had Snapchat in a while.
They had like a creator program and they were like trying to compete with like TikTok, the Reels, and then the
Okay.
YouTube Shorts. And he said he posted like it was like a
Like
6 second
yeah.
video, 10-second video, and because he was a fighter, so they have like a fighter house. They're literally like just hitting like a bag basically,
Yeah.
and then he said he went to bed, woke up, it had like 600,000 to 800,000 views or something like that, and he made 30 grand off of it.
What the
Mhm.
hell? Snapchat? I
Yeah.
wonder, like, you have to like sign up for the creator program.
No, I think it's just like
Like,
if
if
it
you're
like
public or
yeah,
something.
or at least at that time, I think it was a lot easier because
Uh-huh.
they were paying out like
It was like
over
$1 million
$1 million a
to the
day
first 100 videos that went viral. So
every
so
day,
whoever, yeah,
every
so
day.
everybody that would hit that chance to do it, then they did.
Yeah, I see a lot of TikTokers talking about Snapchat. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, TikTok and Snapchat, that's where it's at. But
So how do you make money on TikTok? Because I saw a few of your posts. Like
uh-huh.
I know one you were talking about like I forget the app or something you said
Collabster.
Collabster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or can you tell us the
So
different
yeah,
ways?
there's different ways. So if you're really starting off on TikTok, they're gonna you have to have I think like 1,000 followers to get accepted into the TikTok shop. And then like brands will if they see like your videos are doing good, they'll reach out to you and then they'll be like, we'll give you this much commission if you sell like just off every single sell. And then for Collabster, you have to like log in, you have to sign up and they have to approve you. And I think if you have 3K or more, you will get approved. And then they have like just different what is it called? Like ads that you can apply for and then you set your own like price. So you'll be like, oh, I want you to pay me like $150 for like one TikTok video or $100 for an Instagram story. Like I had one that reached out to me for I think it was like $130 just to like promote their face wash. So that's
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
it was pretty
What
cool.
does it feel like when you start having people reach out? Because I know you said you
Yeah, a
actually
lot of
spent a
people.
little bit of money to like
Yeah,
review
yes, in the
products, and
beginning,
then it
yeah.
started going.
Honestly, at first I was like, oh my God, like I'm getting all this free stuff, but like the only downfall is that you do have to like make videos for every single thing, and it kind of started feeling like a job for a little bit, so I kind of like pushed away from it, because I was like, I want to like do my own thing, like I don't want to be like, I don't want my well, I don't really have a niche, but I don't want my niche to be like just products, and I want it to be like me. But in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, this is like amazing, like
Yeah, I'm
if it's
getting free
something,
stuff.
especially
Yeah,
like now, I feel like the only way I probably would do it is like if they do pay me like just up front, but not like the free like product, like oh, we send it to you, like do a review.
hmm.
I don't mind free product. Send it all here.
I
You're like, look
know.
at this hair, huh?
No,
Send it all here.
literally sometimes like it'll be random things. Like they'll send me like beard conditioner or like power wash. They'll be like, "Can you review this power wash or something?" And I'll be like, I don't know. I don't my audience is not, like my audience is like a lot of like women and like girls and stuff. So I'm like, if I post it, I don't think so you have to be very particular about what you post and what you don't post. Like I'm not gonna post a beard.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, just try it, you know? But yeah, just random stuff. Even like men's shoes, they would like, can you review these like men's shoes? And yeah.
You're like, these are pretty tight. I got them from my boyfriend, you
I
know?
like these are nice. Yeah. But yeah, if you get 1,000, you can just start getting all these
Man.
samples. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get on that too for sure.
Yeah, and
What what are some good advice for people who are beginning to do influencing?
some good advice. Just don't be scared. Like, okay, that's probably like coming from me. I need to listen to myself because I do get like scared sometimes. But I think people will look at that and be like, oh my, like they'll like love that. They'll want to be you because like, oh my God, this girl, like she knows what she's talking about. Even though like you don't know what you're talking about, you're putting, you're faking it till you make it. I think people will find that relatable and you'll get followers like that. So just don't be scared. And also for TikTok, like I don't know if you guys know, like when you go live, like people make money on live, like
They get
battling.
gifts and
Yes, the
battling,
people make
right?
so much money off of that. So I
Yeah.
would say go live. I've gone live like 4 times, but they humble you so fast. Like I
Well,
get
are they
like
like
so
talking?
like I don't know, like it'll just be random. Like I'll be on live and then some like oh like hi Tia or something, and I'm like what the like, I'm not your Tia, like I'm like what the hell, like do I look old or what, And then like I was
Damn, they
on
give you
live.
and status on live.
Dude, they'll be like, they'll hella humble you. Like yesterday, I was on live for a little bit, and then somebody was like, "Oh, tienes un moco" or whatever, and I was like, "What the heck?
You're
Like, do
like,
I
no, I
have a moco?"
don't.
And I didn't. And then they're just like, they'll hella humble you on TikTok live, but they'll like you get a lot of money from that. Like if they send you like rewards and stuff.
Hmm.
And I do want to get to that point because man, they make
They make a lot of
a
money.
lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite TikTokers?
Who are my favorite TikTokers? Well, obviously Shadi May because I love her, and then who would I be? I'm really into like the whole Wendy and
Okay.
like Shadi Bay and
Like
yeah,
Wilito
like
and
Wilito and like
what's his new girlfriend? Odette.
Odette. Yeah, I
That's
don't.
is she the one that made that dance like the dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that one. Yeah, but I'm like more like Team Wendy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm more Team Wendy, but those would be like the best TikTokers. I mean, other than that, I'm just like scrolling and it's just like random
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
It's funny how like all of our TikTok feeds are a little bit different. Like my
Yeah.
phone will die and then like I'll like be like, "Hey babe, let me borrow your phone." I'm like,
Yeah.
"The hell is this?"
No, I know. Mine like kind of got like in the beginning when I first started, like it was a lot of like funny memes and stuff.
Mhm.
And like now that I'm trying to be like an influencer or whatever, I get a lot of people that are like, "Oh, do this if you want to grow, do this if you want to get paid." Like, just all these things. So,
I feel like I could be wrong, and I'm gonna go in all scientific and stuff, but I feel like the systems that they have with all these social medias, they're optimized like they're like AI, and I think that they're optimized to whatever you're feeling and doing. So as soon as you
mm,
start switching who you want to be or what do you want to do, it's
yeah.
gonna
It
switch
starts
your
tailoring all that
yeah.
sort
Even
of
if
stuff
you
too.
like in
It's
the
so
search bar,
smart, dude. Like it's so
yeah.
smart to pick up on exactly what you are. Like I
Yeah.
feel like it tracks everything that you do on your phone, and then
It does.
once you put yourself in any situation, like it's gonna know and it's gonna make you like put content to attract you.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Like that's what it does, dude. Like I feel at least I feel like it.
Yeah.
Especially TikTok, it's hardcore. Like the other day, I was like looking up cargo pants, like
You got
on
some cargos on there.
TikTok pants. I was
Oh
looking,
damn.
yeah, I was looking for some camo cargo pants, and like just real quick, And then I went back to my feed, and like every other video was like an ad for cargo pants, and I was like, damn, true. Like
They done got
I was
me.
just looking,
Oh,
They
like
have
damn,
everything on
chill,
TikTok.
I'm just window shopping.
I know. I was like, chill.
It's
But
almost
yeah.
even if it just hears you say
Yes,
something
it
like
does.
the other day I looked something up on like my work computer and then I start getting ads on my
That's
phone and I
so
was like I didn't even
Nah,
say
bro, I'm
crazy.
beyond
anything.
that, bro. I feel like
It's
I thinking this motherfucker is right
Bro,
here.
it's
it's your
like
little Chinese
it's
spy.
already for
Yeah.
sure. So like most would you say that like most of your communities like Latin based and like
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot of Latin based. Speaking like Spanish, and it's a lot of like women. I have some like men that are on there. but it's mostly like women.
Yeah, you look on like your
Latina
Instagram,
women,
it says like
you know,
it's
I'm like
all.
hashtag Latina,
Y-
hashtag toxica, you know, like all this, like, you know, just to like get their attention and stuff. But
Are
yeah.
you a toxica?
Heck, no, I'm a retired toxic. I'm a retired crash out. I will admit,
What is
because I
it?
know somebody's gonna call me out probably. But yeah, I'm a
What's
retired.
your best toxic ass story?
Oh my gosh, this
Okay,
is
yeah.
terrible. Okay,
This is horrible.
okay, you guys can't judge me. This was a long time ago. Okay, so I was like, it was at a Chick Chancy
She's like, it was
Marley.
6 months ago.
It
Yeah.
was at a Chick Chancy Marley. It was probably me fighting there too. But it was one of my exes, and I was like, ugh, I was down bad for this guy, so I was like, embarrassing. But I was down bad for this guy, and he was there, and we were like talking, and then his phone goes off, and it's like it says like princess or something, and I was like, oh hell no! I was like, who the hell do you have named Princess on your phone? You know? And he's like, oh no, he's like, it's just my best friend, blah blah. And I was like, I don't care. And then he's like, you're being dramatic. We were just going at it, you know. And then he walked away from me, and I was like, oh hell no! So I go back, and then oh my god, and then I like slap him in front of like everyone, and then I rip his gold chain off, and then I got
You
mad.
ripped his chain off?
Yeah, and then I threw it into the crowd.
Oh my god.
Yes, and I was like, and then he still kept talking to me. Honestly, I thought we were like, he was gonna hate me after that, and he, for a little bit, he did. But then we
You,
started
you
talking
think
again.
guys like that, like to a certain extent, like
That what?
that guys like that to a
Oh,
certain
to a
extent?
certain extent, yeah, to a certain extent, because I was like, oh my god, like the next day, people were texting me like, hey, like you slapped so and so yesterday, and somebody this person saw, and they texted me, and I was like, what the heck?
There's all
Like,
video of it.
dang, I know, like, dang.
You
I
see,
was
she replied, "Yes, I did." Period.
I was like, oh my god, no way. I was like, yeah, I slapped him. And then like I didn't even think about it. Like I just did it. Like I just like grabbed it and I was like that, you know, and then he's like, are you for real? He just like turned around and like walked away from me. And I was like, damn, I think I just did too much. You know?
That kind of
I was like, maybe I went a little
that kind
far.
of reminded me of like there's a video of this girl that's in the back of the police car and the guy's like recording her and he's like, so was that worth it? And she was like, yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Did you see that video?
And then-
No.
And then all the comments are like, so where can I find me one of those?
That's why I say I'm like people like that because like
to a certain extent, huh?
because they say the Latinas are spicy,
like
like
toxica. Well, okay, so I do agree. Well, I don't know if they're like toxica, but I think like we grew up watching
Spicy.
like novelas
Spicy,
and stuff,
yeah.
you know.
Oh
like,
yeah, the
and
Rosa de
then, like,
Guadalupe.
in the novelas, like if your husband's looking at another girl, like, oh my god, me estás engañando, like la estás mirando, ya no me quieres, like vete con ella, you know, and it's like chill, like.
You hit him
So
with the
that's
straight with
what
the pan.
Huh?
You hit him straight with the pan.
I know. Like, what the hell? Take your ass back inside. Like, don't be looking at nobody. But that was the old me, so it was like last week. That no,
Last
yeah.
week.
No, I think that's how I don't know. We grew up into like with. I feel like my parents technically like when they were in the picture, like my mom would be like super like toxica too, like
Yeah.
oh and like what are you doing, this and that. But yeah,
I always say that I'm like the girls in my family are like toxic, bro. Like, yeah, super
Yes.
toxic. And then like I always would tell like my mom and my sister, I'm like, you guys are the reason like I have trouble with women.
no, because no, for real. Because sometimes I'll be like in my household, they're like, oh, like, porque no te quiere, porque like no, like if it would be like he doesn't care for you if he's not like jealous or like fighting for you, you know. So like I'd be like, well, why are you? I'm gonna go out with my friends and you're not telling me anything. Well, fine, you don't care about me, like whatever, you know, like you don't care about me, you hate me. But yeah,
It's crazy how that is a thing. And then like
someone that's secure, what the hell?
yeah, security. What is that?
What?
I just saw something like that the other day too, but I think it is like that growing up in like those sort of households. I feel like I always saw like the girls like the mandona or whatever, but
Yeah.
And then I'm like, even now, like sometimes my mom or my sister, they'll like tell her like tell him something or do this and that, and she's like, he's just gonna do whatever. But
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes too far though, because like one time I had a girl not let me play my PlayStation unless she was there because she was like, oh my
What?
ex cheated on me and he was texting her through her. I was like, what the fuck do I gotta do with that?
Yeah, she's all on the earpiece too, huh? She's like, oh hell
It's like,
no.
what do I gotta do with that?
Yeah. It's like those videos the guys prank their girlfriend.
She's not
Yeah.
pretending to be a player, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
So what are you doing?
Testing you there. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Toxica.
Yeah. Yeah. What about your most toxic story?
Oh shit. Damn. I have been toxic before for sure. It's been a long time.
That was old. You retired toxico.
Yeah, that was like years and years back. But
Yeah.
I got a terrible one.
well, I say the most toxic I've been was like, yeah, just always being on edge, and I was never like that
Yes. Uh-huh.
until like they give you like a reason to,
Yes.
and then but I mean sometimes you could be the reason why they have a reason.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, that was a way old me. But yeah, I was like, I remember this one time I was dating this one girl, and she was what is it, like the dance instructor for like this girl's quince.
Oh, okay.
And then like we were arguing during that time, and then like we were hanging out, and then she's like, I have no other option but to take you with me. So I went with her, and then like she danced as an instructor with this, and I like flipped. I like
Oh my
lost it.
God.
But it was because like this guy was like already trying to message her and stuff. And then so I remember, and I like
he was doing too much.
yeah,
Like, chill out.
yeah. And I mean it's stupid now that I think about it because he was like underage and you know. But I was like, what, like why are you touching that dude?
Yes,
like, you know, like
yes.
do you really have like his partner didn't show up? Like then that's his fault.
That's
You
his
know,
problem.
but yeah, that's
You
fine.
practice with the mom or something.
Yeah, and then their like family was like pretty pissed at me.
Freaking
So.
Mikey.
Yeah.
I would have been like toxic too. I'd be like, no, you could dance by yourself, you know?
Yeah. What about you?
I have a terrible one.
Okay, do it.
Since I feel comfortable today, I'll let the people know. But it was with my first girlfriend in high school. Basically, she had we were like a 9-10 year relationship, and
Damn,
she
in high school?
yeah, and she used to hate this one girl. And they always were like back and forth because she messed with her brother, like even on purpose just to get like back to her.
Damn,
And she
girls
told
are
me,
crazy.
and she told me like,
Yeah.
promise me that you won't ever like be with that girl even if we're not together. And what's the first thing I did?
Oh my God.
Hold on, it's not over. It's not over. It gets worse.
Oh my God.
Me and that girl, like, we met kind of randomly, but then like she plotted to have us like make out outside of her class when she was coming in.
She plotted.
It was her fault.
It was her fault. She planned it all out, and so that happened, bro.
Oh
We
my
literally kissed. We were
God.
like kissing in front of her classroom when she was walking in, and she
Oh
was
my-
fucking fuming, bro.
Dude, I would have been pissed. She kissed me. I'm sorry.
And I agreed to that. So that makes me toxic.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
That's
goodness.
a long relationship for high school. Like, you guys were together in middle school or what?
No,
Or
Just
like
freshman
after?
year.
Oh my God.
Wait, you said 10 years. You mean 9 months?
I said 9-10 months.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You heard years. He said
Yeah,
years,
I
huh?
was like,
I said
damn.
years?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
No.
they were together since first grade.
Yeah. My first grade sweetheart.
You broke her heart.
19 months.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was with that girl I was telling you. I was with her for 8 years.
Damn.
So we dated from like end of 5th grade to like past graduation.
Dang.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I know, or I don't know if I should say, but I know I told you a little bit earlier, but I know you just went through a breakup, and you
Yeah.
said it was like a
Like,
healthy breakup.
It
So
was. It really was like, and I say that because like I feel like we both were just. It was like a mutual breakup. So,
mhm.
and I've never had like a breakup where it's like, oh my God, let's be friends. Like if you tell me we're gonna be friends, I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna be your friend. Like you're getting blocked. You know.
Oh, I thought when you said healthy, I thought you guys were at the gym or something.
Hell no. Oh
You
my
guys
God,
broke
no,
up?
I gained relationship weight on this past relationship that but yeah, it was healthy, and which was like a surprise to me, but
Yeah, so it was just like a clean break. It wasn't like F you.
no,
throw his
it
stuff outside the
wasn't.
house and-
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a retired crash out because the old me, yeah, I would have been like, what the fuck, like. no, like you're not breaking up with me, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was mutual. It was nice to
Yeah.
not crash out for once.
So what do you think is like harder, like
Like to talk about or to get over?
to get over?
Definitely. Honestly, I feel like a toxic one. Like I feel like I cried over a situationship. You know, I feel like situationships are like those are hard to get over. For
Because you
real.
think it's gonna be something, and then it never
Yes,
does.
like yeah, and it just never does. Like I'm like, damn, that hurt me.
What could have been?
I
could
know,
have
like
All the
sucks.
damage I could have done to you.
I could have been your toxic eh? But yeah, I think like the toxic ones or the ones that end up messy, those are harder to get over.
I
Because
think
you
so.
never really get like
Closure.
closure. Yeah, you're just like hella angry, you know.
I,
You're
I
like,
oh dude, I hated those.
you
Like
know?
I just yeah, I went through many of those.
And then you're like, am I single or am I taken? You know, like, because it's a situationship, you know, like, you better not be talking to anyone else if you're in a situationship with me, you know? I don't
Mhm.
know.
Especially girls. Girls are terrible at giving closure, man. You guys just as soon as you guys shut like you're like, okay, I'm not interested. It's like, damn, all right,
It's
well,
No,
done.
like, bye, you're blocked. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like that is. It's like they say. It's like by the time a girl like leaves you, like she's
Checked out,
done.
yeah.
Yeah, she's done.
She's checked out. The one that I ripped his chain off, we were together. Well, okay, so that was the longest situationship of my life, first of all. I think I met him when I was like 20, and then um he he was like, okay.
Oh my.
So yeah, that's why it was a situationship. No, but
that's not a red flag.
I'm
and
like,
then
not Ash Trevino.
I know. Don't you ever. No, yeah, it was like that one was because I think when he went away, I was like, damn, I'm gonna get no closure. You know, he just so
Mhm.
damn, and that was it.
Yeah.
But like at that time, since we were in a situationship, it was like 5 or 6 years that we were in a situationship. I was like, should I date other people? Like, should I not date other people? Like,
Mhm.
At least he was loyal.
do I wait for him?
At least he wasn't
Hell
cheating on you.
no. I don't know.
Hopefully.
I know, but yeah.
Man.
I'm not gonna give him no more clout though. Just kidding.
Should we
So
do
what's the signs for all my young men out there? Like, what are the signs if a girl doesn't want you, just walk away?
Yeah, like I would say if she like what are the signs that she doesn't want you?
What are the signs that a girl is just done with you?
Oh, she doesn't reply to you or she doesn't answer your texts anymore? Like for sure, because I reply like pretty fast if it's someone that I really like, oh I'm doing this, I'm doing that, whatever. But if she doesn't reply, if she doesn't talk to you, if she blocks you. I don't know.
Don't
That would
don't
be
don't.
like
So don't
you're
you
blocked, I don't want you.
don't make
don't-
me email you.
don't know you.
For real, yeah, if you're blocked. That'd be it. Man, that reminds me. Oh my god, I'm horrible. The guy that I was talking to, my situation, I remember he blocked me actually one time, and I sent him $1 on Cash App, and I was like,
You would have got me. No?
I was like, hello, and then he would just call me, and he's like, bro, you did not just Cash App me, but yeah, I was down bad. Never again though.
What are the signs if a girl's cheating?
Ooh.
Oh, or what is cheating?
I don't think
There
I
is?
think girls are. Yeah, I feel like there's.
Girls are sneaky.
I feel like there's.
I feel
no
like girls are way more
signs.
sneaky than guys.
I think the
I
signs.
can't give it away, girls.
I
Yeah,
think
give
the
it- hold on. Let her.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, I can't give it away.
What?
I'm gonna rat my girls out.
Okay, then just tell me if this is
I
like.
support women's wrongs too. Nah, just kidding.
Según ya no es
No,
tóxica.
no. Look, hey, you have to teach toxicas how to be toxicas. Come on now. This is a
So,
channel.
Stay tuned for my master class.
Like break his chain and throw it in the crowd. There it is.
Yeah. So what is you want to do? Like what is this cheating?
Oh
So, like-
yeah. Oh my god. Damn.
So what would you say? Is it cheating if man, I don't know. What's a good one?
It's all cheating to me.
Yeah.
It's all cheating to me. No, I think to me, just entertaining someone, like like if I went through your phone and I saw you were like DMing a girl and you guys were just like going back and forth, I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. Well, it is disrespectful, not kind of disrespectful. And
Yeah.
I would take that like kind of cheating.
Oh, I saw
You
you're
know?
like, if you're sending heart emojis, you're like, maybe I'm being
Oh
toxic
yes,
here.
tell me. Okay,
Yeah.
so me and my friends. Okay, so when you post a story or whatever, and like a guy does a like likes it or sends you a fire, does it mean anything or no?
A fire?
Yeah.
I think
No.
it depends on no, if you're swiping up and sending fire, heart, or like a heart eye emoji or something, but then it also depends what it is. Like, let's say you're posting a picture and you're
Like if
taking
it's a
like
thirst
a
trap.
selfie or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, no, but then like, let's say you're like promoting your business
Yeah.
and a guy likes it,
Mhm.
like that's just like kind of
Yes,
some
yes. So if
support
it's
or
like a thirst trap though, you know, and like someone in a relationship hearts it or fires it. Because I know a lot of girls that are in relationships, they'll be like, oh, that like with that guy that likes your story, that she'll be like, oh, that's nothing. Like, you know, he's not cheating on me. He just liked your story.
The
And you,
fire, the fire one, I'm approved to say this because Fire Films.
No,
actually,
tell me all the
actually,
fire you want.
actually, the reason why Fire Films came to be, my name on Instagram,
Mhm.
it was because of my prior account, Fire Luis, and the
Oh,
way I came up with that
really?
was because I would always send fire emojis to everybody.
No
So I'm more, it's like
way.
more of a like a hype, you know, more than
Oh,
anything.
okay.
So for me, it's not like nothing.
Oh, okay,
How did you
okay.
get your name, D West?
Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
You're like West Side or
Yes. I was. Okay,
yeah.
so in high school, I got it in high school. I was a freshman. And I was like, I don't know. I would always be like, West, West, y'all. You know, I don't know. I would just be yeah, shouting that all the time. So I'd be like, West, West, like when I would go with my friends or whatever. And then that's when Twitter came out. And my friend was like, oh, make a Twitter. And I'm like, nah, like, I'm not going to make one. And then he's like, well, I'll just make it for you, you know, and then you just do whatever you want. So he put my name as West 24 because I used to play basketball and 24 was my number. So I was like, okay,
Kobe.
like, yeah, I was like, okay. And then I was like, I don't like the West part. Like, I want my first initial because I'm like, if it's West, like, you're not going to know it's me. Like, it doesn't make sense. But I got that name because I'd be like, West, y'all, you know, and I would rep the West. I don't even know my West or East or North, to be honest. I would just say it.
Yeah. You're like Weast.
I'm like, okay. I don't even know what none of that meant. I was a freshman. So, but yeah, that's
Man.
where I got it. And it's like stuck around for like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I've never changed my like username or anything. And I feel like hella cool when people are like, oh, what's up, D-West? You know, I'm like, ah, that's me. You know, I'm like, yeah, it's D-West. Yeah.
Man, one of my cousins gave me my name actually because we used to play like Call of Duty and all that sort of stuff. So we're always like on the mics and stuff. And then everybody would they just started calling me Mike on the mic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good name. And then, like, especially because, you know, now you're doing like your podcast.
Yeah, I
It
was like,
makes
I don't
all-
rap or I don't, but I guess I'm on the mic now. But
Ah.
it's like
And he does interviews.
Mike.
Yes. I thought that's why you had the name. Like,
No,
I
I've
was like,
always had it.
really?
Well, I've changed it on Instagram a few times, but I remember because like I've done a bunch of different stuff, and then once I was like, man, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm like, well, let's go back to my like
Yeah.
PS3 like
Uh-huh.
PlayStation username, and it was always Mike on the mic.
Dang, that's crazy how it
Yeah.
all works out, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
But then and then now I guess I'm on the
Really,
mic.
Mike.
Yeah, now you're really on the mic.
That's funny.
So, how should a guy approach a girl? Because I know a lot is like now like in social media and stuff like
Yeah.
that, sliding in. But like, say you're in person or like something like
If you're in
that.
person, be like, I'm sorry for being a man. Nah, just first of all,
Can
apologize.
can I belong to you?
No, I just if it's in person, I don't know. It's hard to like meet out nowadays, but when I would go out and stuff, if a guy would just be like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Like, so and so, just like keep it like casual and do not come on like so strong and do not like put your hands on her because I feel like a lot of people like, well, guys at the club they'll like put your hand on your waist and stuff, and I'll be like,
Like
"Oh,
behind you.
hell no," you know, like, wait, let me see what you look like. Nah, but like, you know, but yeah, don't do that. Just come off like super like casual, and I feel like girls like that. you know when they say like,
Yeah,
oh, te quieren más cuando like las tratas mal, you know? But like more like pretend you don't care.
Damn, I have to give up my strategies, but that was it for me. Like I always be their friend first, and then as soon as I'm in there,
vulnerable,
as soon as they're vulnerable, bam!
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Just right in the joke.
But like, you're mine,
Yeah.
no, but that's what I would say. And then like,
Or I'll say something.
Or what about
super,
in the DMs?
I'll say something super slick, and I'll just walk away, and then like
yeah,
eventually like something.
yeah, you just
Something
disappear, huh?
Yeah.
You say something
Yeah,
slick,
like,
you're like,
what
okay,
the-
bye.
Yeah.
And they're like, why did
They were like, no, come back.
He's not disappearing. Bye. That's funny. In the DMs, that's kind of like harder because I feel like it's not like Love is Blind where you just don't see the person. Like you go on their profile, you know, you like do a whole investigation, so you just automatically judge them before you even reply. You know, I'm like bad with that. No, I don't think you're my type, so I'm not gonna reply. But I don't know, it's harder. Like, what's your guys' approach? And what used to be your guys' approach?
I think the same thing, kind of like how you said, because you're right. It's like if somebody messages you, like, yeah, you go through their Instagram and then you judge them.
Yes.
Right.
So how far do girls go into their investigation?
Oh, far.
Crazy,
Crazy.
bro.
Far.
Crazy.
Like Facebook, like. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but on Facebook, you can like search like your name, right? Like I'll search up Mike and then I'll put the word babe and then it'll give me all your previous posts that have the word babe and then I'll find out who your ex-girlfriend was.
Whoa. This is why these girls are FBI agents.
You'll just use like a specific word, like
Are we cooked or what?
if you find out, yeah, if you want to find out some information, like if I were to go look you guys up right now and be like, oh, like on the tab and put like your name and I love you or like my girl and like everything, all those posts that you posted with those words will show up. So that's how I found a lot of ex-girlfriends, and then that's how I found like, let me see if he still follows her on Instagram, and then yeah.
On the first date. So who's
For
this?
real. Yes, yes.
But like, okay, and I was talking about this the other day with somebody. Like, it was like a conversation, basically like, oh, did you see my ex? And then you compared like him to me or like something like that. And then I was like thinking. Then I asked my girlfriend. I was like, I was like, that's how girls think, huh? And I'm like, but guys don't think that way. Like, if you see your girl's like ex, like you don't compare, like
Compared like in what way?
in like every way, or I don't know. They're like, oh,
Like myself to him?
she's like pretty, or he's like, freaking more
Oh,
handsomer
no.
than me, or but we don't think that.
Oh my god, that's
But I feel like
crazy.
girls are like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like is she prettier than me? Does he think she's prettier than?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
right.
think I can confirm that.
But I feel like that's like just like
like self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Sabotage is that how you would say it? Self-sabotaging
Mhm.
yourself. Because you're already like, oh my god, like this girl did this and comparing yourself. And
I'm barely careless. I don't care because I really don't care.
really?
Yeah.
Like I'm
Man,
just
that's
like you could be fucking Chris Brown, but
yeah, and I think a lot
As
of
Hey, but she with me now.
Yeah. I hate
and
it. I hate
think a lot of
it.
that has to do too with like us like freaking going FBI and like, you know, going deep diving into your past relationship and stuff.
I think so, cause like
Because obviously you guys didn't know about the Facebook thing, you know, you don't know, like
I don't even
who
know,
the ex is,
like,
like I know who it is.
like
Yeah.
my girlfriend. I don't know who any of her exes are. I don't know their names. I don't know what they look
Really?
like.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like, or I'm thinking now, she probably knows who all of my
Yeah.
exes are, and I think she doesn't. But
Imagine.
Yes, yes. You
Oh
find out
my
everything
goodness.
on Facebook.
But it like messes with your mental a lot. I feel like, and then
Because you're
that's
already
when,
like you're going into a relationship already like thinking like a perception of them that's probably not true.
yeah. But I think the
Because
more
I'm like,
like,
did you really love her that much in 8th grade? Like, oh hell
yeah,
no.
yeah, it's like, man, life didn't even hit
You had a
yet.
first love in 8th grade.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One thing I do hate is getting compared. It's just like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
then why you guys aren't together if you was
Yeah.
Well, that's the most disrespectful thing I think a girl could say to you, or say something like, like, oh, my ex didn't do that, or my ex did this, and like you do this, and it's like, yeah, I feel like that's just
Yeah,
like,
I've never done that. I don't think.
yeah,
I don't think I have.
no,
No,
I've never,
but
I've never
I
done
think
that
that
either.
is if somebody told me that, I'd probably crash out.
Yeah,
Again, I'd go back into crashing out.
You
I'd be like, oh
yeah,
hell
you
no,
snatch another chain.
for real,
yeah,
like,
snatch another chain. I'm gonna keep them tucked
Oh.
up.
keep your jeans tucked.
So
No.
like, I guess like moving on to like mental health and like how important that is and
Yeah.
like your journey, because like I know me, well, I feel like probably everybody, but a lot of people, like when you're vulnerable, people can relate to you a lot more because we all have the
Yes.
same struggles, and kind of
Mm-hmm.
how you were talking, like just you like showing confidence online, but then like
Mm-hmm.
internally
Oh
you
yeah,
feel a
behind the
certain
screen,
way.
you're like
But like people
scared.
see that
Mm-hmm.
confidence and like they want to get there, and then especially when you give your story and you're like, wow, like they struggled with some stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how has like your mental health journey, like how have you bettered that?
Um, I've definitely bettered it because I mean I don't snatch chains anymore.
Almost.
I know I don't snatch chains anymore. So like I went to therapy and I do like group therapies and then like you're there and people have like think and feel the same way about you, so it makes you I mean like how you feel, so it makes you feel like more secure, like oh my god, I'm not the only one like thinking this way, or um like there was this man in my group therapy yesterday and it was really cool because I don't really see men like in choosing
Those.
therapy or talking about mental health, you know, and he was like being very open and I was like, oh my god, like I'm so happy for you, like I'm so happy you're here, and then it gives me like another outlook, like you know men should be more vulnerable too. And in my past relationships I'd probably be like, oh, why are you acting like a little, you
Mhm.
know, not anymore, but you know I think that's helped me to like just see differently. And I had a lot of like things too, I don't know if yours is like partners or ex-partners, like i I would, if you didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, like, I'd get mad at you. You know, I'd be like, oh my God, like, you hate me, you don't love me anymore. Like, but it's like, I was just going off emotion and not fact, but not, and not thinking about why you don't want to go with me to like this party, or why you're like, why you don't want to go have food with me even though you're not hungry. You know, I would just get like, just mad at small stuff like that. And now I just see like more facts and stuff, and it like really helps.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know.
Those things. It's like when
It
I
makes
get
you
mad at
think
him, but he's a
about,
good
yeah,
man, and
yes. Like I would always, that was like my biggest issue was just not,
Listening.
yeah, not listening. And then like, not like, if you're like, what the hell? Like, how come you're saying no? You know, like I would just get so mad. And now I'm just like, okay,
It's because
well,
women are really, really emotional. So
yeah.
like they go based upon a lot of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes just stopping and listening to people and trying to understand them takes you a long way.
Yes.
yeah,
And it's really helped me like, just, how would I say, like step back and like get some space before like going off. Like I would just like, if I would get in an argument with somebody, I would just start like lashing out.
right
You know,
away.
and you just say stuff. You don't like mean like, well, it's half the stuff you say, you know? But
Mhm.
then like now I'm like, hey, like I need to take a second and then I'll come back, and I don't, that it helped me like that too. And
I,
I'm still like in the process of all that stuff.
yeah, I feel like it's a journey, but like I feel like a lot of people want to seek therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Not even say myself included. Like I know like I need therapy,
Yeah.
but then you like kind of push it away because you have all this stuff going on, and then you're like, at least me, I'm like I always tell myself, I'm like, I know I need therapy for some things, but like I'm doing well, you
Yeah.
know. So like, how does like from going like I know I need therapy to like I just
Actually,
don't know where to start.
yeah, I think that's just the first step, is knowing that you need therapy, and that's just you having to take that step. Like I think a lot of people don't see that, and that's like really important for you to like be like, oh, like, you know, I do need therapy. There's no right time to start. I think that you acknowledging it is like super like
Mhm.
important, and it's amazing.
I feel like even you stepping into an office, it's like already 50% of the job is done because you're admitting to a problem, and then now you're there to get help, and then from there it's just having an honest conversation with the therapist or the other person, and
Mm-hmm.
just laying out the facts and what it is that is bothering you.
Yeah, and you'll
Yeah.
find more stuff out about you too. You're like, oh shit, I forgot about that, or I didn't even realize that I would react that way, you know?
I
Mm-hmm.
healed from a lot of things like that, from
Did you
just
ever go
being.
to therapy or anything?
No, but I've been like, I always try to be really honest with people, and sometimes like I just let my business out there to certain people, and then see their response,
Mhm.
and then that's a good indicator of what it is.
I feel like just it's like it's just some people just won't be like fully real with you,
Yeah.
like 100%. They'll like, damn, you're fucking crazy, but they're like, man, well, yeah, like you'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah, no, especially like in like a Mexican household, like
That's
I remember,
pendejo.
yes, they'll be like, ¿cómo que estás deprimido? Like, ve a misa,
Oh, toda la
like,
ansiedad, like, vete a trabajar.
yes,
Yeah.
like, es eso, and then I remember too being young, and I think, I don't know who it was, I don't know if it was one of my aunts or something, but she was like going through it mentally, but back then they'd be like, oh, es que está loca, like, a lo mejor estaba en las drogas, but she was just like, she needed help, and then I feel like that's what stops a lot of people from going to go get help or like seeking therapy because it's just such a negative stigma. I don't think
Hmm.
it's as bad as it used to be, but yeah, I mean, like from back then when they were like, "Oh my gosh, she's crazy," like
It's like
"La tiene el demonio" or something,
especially yeah, especially like
Go get an exorcism.
with the
Yes.
Latino culture. I feel
Mhm.
like there's a meme of like when I tried to talk to my mom, but all she said was "Quítate de esas chingaderas," and she gave me some food and.
Yeah, yes,
Vete a trabajar.
Uh-huh.
literally. But
Yeah.
it's nice to like break that cycle, and I feel like that's why I went to therapy too, just to break like the whole like not taking care of yourself mentally and like not dealing with your traumas that you go through as a kid and just repeating it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I guess at least from like the other perspective of like somebody that like feels that they could benefit from it,
Hmm.
but there's like I think about so many things like it is probably a big excuse, but like when am I gonna find the time?
Yeah.
Uh, what if I don't even connect with the therapist? How do I find a good one? And then like just I don't know, just starting. Starting is probably
Yeah.
the hardest point,
You
I would
know,
say.
I heard this saying like it was like you know how people say stop shitting on yourself?
Hmm.
Well, it's like stop shooting on yourself. So it's like a lot of should like I should do this, I should do that. Like stop shitting on yourself. Like just do it. Just don't even think about like oh finding the right therapist. Like you're thinking way too far ahead. Like just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, stop shitting on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it because I feel like so many people could really benefit from it
Hmm.
and then just it's just because there's
Yeah.
resources
Hmm.
for everybody whether
Yeah.
you have
And
healthcare or
even
whatever you
on
don't.
even
Yeah.
on TikTok, like I was like scared to be vulnerable, but yeah, the more vulnerable I am, like people like comment and then they'll be like, "Oh, like I'm going through the same thing. Like, thank you for posting this. Like, that they just gave me motivation to do this and stuff." And I think that really helped me too, because I'm like, okay, maybe I am like doing something right. I'm
Hmm.
being vulnerable and I'm encouraging people to like go to therapy or get out of bed when you're depressed and stuff like
The
that.
way I
Yeah.
like to think about it is it's like this. The consequences for not taking care of yourself mentally are way worse than the actual problem that you have. Because
Mm-hmm.
like I've seen many older people that are still like in their having the same problems as in their teen years
Yeah.
and in their 20s, and it's like seeing this grown person body still with the mind of a 20-year-old, and it's like
Yes.
it's kind of ugly, to see like damn, like that's how you live your whole life.
Yeah.
Like is that the life that you had your whole life,
Mm-hmm.
being the same person with the same issues and not being able to progress in at least in your mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, like that's the way I've always seen it.
Yeah,
Because
I feel like I've always gone through like I've always figured it out myself, and then like so you kind of just play like going back to the toxic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't mention this, I probably should have, but I remember I used to be that boyfriend that would be like, oh, like you can't wear shorts, or like you can't like nothing revealing,
Mm-hmm.
or like you like if one guy like looks like you're trying to fight or you're trying to do
Yes,
something.
yes. Uh-huh.
And then like, but I realized like I remember it just came to a point where I was like what the hell? Like now I'm like, dude, to somebody, I'm like, that's a compliment or whatever.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
but it's because I grew up like with my sister and then that's how her boyfriend was at the time. So then
Yeah.
it was just like, oh well, that like you
He
said, it's
needs
like
therapy too.
yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah,
One
no,
eight
there.
hundred therapy now.
Drop the line, yeah.
No,
Sheesh.
there that that does make sense because there was this man talking about he was so angry all the time and he would just take it out on people, and then he didn't realize that the reason he was so angry was because he was disregarding his depression, and he was covering like what was wrong with him by choosing to be like the angry route, right? And I feel like that's how a lot of like machistas are. Like they don't want to admit like they're depressed or anxious, so they'll just go like the, well, I'm gonna be that angry, toxic guy, when in reality they're just like covering up or
That's
something.
that's a huge problem too, because
Mm-hmm.
like we the way we treat men is like, or even the way I was treated, that's where I get it from experience, where
Yeah.
like people think like 16, 17 year old kids are kids, but that's not the way I was treated. When I
Oh,
was
really?
16 or 17, I was treated like a man, and everybody would treat me like, oh, well, why aren't you doing better, or why aren't you doing this, or like, oh,
You got this
you ain't shit, like
high,
what's going
yeah.
on, like that, like if I
Mm-hmm.
was a grown adult.
Yeah.
And it's like we're made to suppress everything and just
Mm-hmm.
be like a, what would you
Just
call
don't
it?
even think about
Because I feel
like
like
Not, yeah, not
yeah, your
don't
feelings.
think, just do.
Yeah,
Like
yes.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of men, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
they get trapped into that sort of space where
Mm-hmm.
they're not allowed to feel, and they just the thing that comes out of a man is naturally aggression.
Mhm.
Obviously, like that's, and we see it with all the high school shooters. Like all
Mm-hmm.
those kids were like made to kept in this little bubble,
Yeah.
and then one day they just said, "Fuck this! I'm
Yeah.
going to take it out on
Because
everybody."
they can't talk to
Yeah,
anybody. They're not talking to anybody. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. And they have obviously like some dark thoughts going on in their
yeah,
head.
yeah.
Yeah. But, and then the man that said that about taking just aggression, he was like older already, like older. And he's like, I wish I would have done it sooner, And he's like, I just ruined so many relationships, by just being angry and taking it out on them when I was just covering for like depression and anxiety and needing help and stuff. So that was really
Yeah.
awesome when I heard him say that. I was like, oh
That makes a
wow.
lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I responded to this girl's, like she had a poll on Instagram, and it was something along the lines of like um is it what was it here? I'm gonna look it up really quick. It was something along the lines of like, when you feel like a man's like energy shift, and like, do you think that it is like really something like bad, or like that there's another girl, and then like these girls start like
Yeah, yeah.
kind of spiraling, you know?
That's a good
And
question.
I answered, she like responded to it, and she was like, it's a hypothetical scenario, but like, even if he reassures me, like, should I take his word for it and let it go? And I was like, well, yeah, it's because like we're all adults, and like we all
Mm-hmm.
have our day-to-day struggles,
Mm-hmm.
like everything, like we have like our internal battles that we deal with every day. So like, if you're having a good day and then like something throws you off, it could be, you had a bad day at work, or maybe you didn't get the best news that day, or I mean, maybe you just had a bad interaction at
Yeah.
like the coffee shop. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And then you get home, and then like you want to decompress, or you want to do this, but then you have somebody like, hey, like, why are you not like your normal
Yeah.
self? And then like it throws them off, and then now you're having to deal with whatever you're going through, plus
Mm-hmm.
console this person.
Yeah. I feel like the people that, and I've done it too, the people that let their significant other's energy like affect them,
Mhm.
they're very like codependent, like they need you to be happy so they can be happy, and if they see like that shift, they're gonna be like, oh my god, like no, you're messing up the what is it, the like you're just messing everything up for me. Like I need you to be happy. Like why are you going through this? Like you're with me. I feel like that's
And like,
very,
let's fix it like
yeah.
right
Like they're not
now.
thinking about, because I was in a relationship where they told me like it's not that I'm not upset with you. Like it's nothing you did. Like it's just me. Like I need my time. Like I had a bad day, or like when I come home I just don't want to talk. But in my head I'm like, oh my god, he fucking hates me. And it's
Yeah.
just like very like I was like very codependent, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, no, I need you to be happy.
But I feel like after some time, like at least you can like learn your partner and you know what they need to decompress.
Yes.
So like sometimes it's like they just need like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they come and then they're like, hey, I'm sorry, but like, all right, let's like keep going. It's
So a
all
lot
that
of it
sort of stuff.
is communication, right? Being
Yes.
able to and
But also
communication.
being able to recognize like what your partner needs as well.
Well, that was the next thing is like it's just communication because communication is just to some people just talking, but it's not just talking, but it's understanding because you gotta be able to understand a person in order to learn how to deal with them, right?
Yep.
So when you talk to someone, it's like, well, are you mad for a reason? And then that's a much different conversation than what the fuck's your problem now?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it could be as simple as like, hey, like it's not about you, like just give me a few space. But then it's on your partner to trust what you're saying or not. You know, to kind of get past
and that's where I think we were talking about it when I would just get mad for not hearing what I wanted to hear. You know, I'd be like, "No, you're just tell me like you're happy, or just tell me you're happy." When in reality, he's having a shitty day. You know, and you're just making it worse. You know?
Yeah,
That's something that you definitely have to work with your partner. Now, like I think in the beginning of a relationship too, like if you do that and you just don't let him like decompress or you don't let her decompress and you just jump to a conclusion, it's not gonna
that's
work
where
out.
this was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today, David wasn't able to make it. I know you talked to him a little bit. I don't know how much you have talked with him directly, right? But I mean, hopefully everything's good with him. I know his grandma had went to the hospital, so I wasn't able to make it. And so generally, it's me and David, and we start the pod, right? And then Luis jumps in, and then he's like the rapid fire. So maybe today, like you could fill in for Luis, and I know you have some questions for us. You want to shoot them up?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
It's because they go over the important stuff. They cover everything, and then I'm like an ADHD child, so my attention span is this big. So I'm very curious about different things, and I just shoot away. Like
Yes, that's
Yeah.
good. To me, I'm like I have to think about it.
So yeah, anything that you want to ask us,
Let's
like we're
see.
open to.
Yeah, she so I asked her to like post and then like her followers like sent questions in.
No way.
That's pretty dope,
Yeah,
huh?
that is cool.
Yeah. No, shout out to your followers.
I
For
Yeah,
know.
shout out,
Thank
shout out to
you.
the Des West fam.
Okay, let's see. It says, what are things that you wish you knew before starting your podcast or social media?
Man, I would say for us, I mean, it's kind of hard to say just because like I feel like if I would have known everything, like I probably would have never started because it would have took so long. But kind of like how we're able to help people now with the learning curve because there was storage issues, there was lighting issues, there was camera issues, there was all sort
I
of
know this is
stuff.
an amazing setup. By the
Thank
way.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, like this one.
This is all this guy right here. So
Like,
he
I,
does
I
all the
would
technicals.
I would say like before you get into doing anything that has to do with videos, video production, is that make sure that you test everything before you start shooting because
Yeah.
it's like there's so many little things that matter. The technicals.
And
I
then
would
as
call
soon as
them.
it goes wrong, like, okay, I'm not interested anymore. Like
Yeah.
my attention is going something
Like
somewhere
something
else.
something as little as like one of these cameras, they take up so much storage that if you're not watching, if you're going at a time or if your memory cards are not empty, you'll run into issues real quick. You'll think you're recording and it's not, or sometimes if you don't test like the computer to make sure that it's recording, and if you don't do a test, it might look like it's recording but it's not.
I've
So
seen people post like, "Oh, I thought I was recording, but nothing recorded."
so all
It's
that.
like, especially when there's somebody else relying on you to capture that too. It's like, man, it's
Definitely,
bad.
yeah, it's bad.
Yes.
But shout out
Home
to
hiking.
yeah, it's
know.
happened to us numerous times. But shout out to Luis because he did like so much like research to get like basically all of us ready. So
Yeah.
he's like carrying us on that portion. You
I
know,
know people like don't realize that there is someone like behind the camera. Like that isn't a crucial part of a podcast.
like
Literally.
our first episode was done on an iPhone.
Oh really?
And we ran into the storage issue real quick.
Oh my god.
So we didn't
I'm
get
like
the whole
delete,
thing.
delete. No.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah.
I know. That's
Man.
funny.
Next
Okay.
question.
Let's see. Would you guys like to expand your podcast outside Fresno, like outside 559?
I would think so. We wanna grow here in Fresno, but
Mhm.
kind of one of our goals is like to build something in here in Fresno where creators can collaborate here together
Mhm.
and like nobody feels like they have to go to LA.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
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 cool.
literally the best case scenario what he just explained.
Yeah.
Like again, yeah, the best case scenario is us basing here, and then anybody that comes into Fresno, we're just tapping in with everybody,
Yeah.
and then maybe we might do a little bit of traveling just to because like people want to see different things too, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we just wanna we really wanna put 559 on the on
Yeah.
not the map because it's already a thing, but
Yeah.
definitely just be here and be like the content creators of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just want to be a hub here.
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, you guys have been back to back to back and interviewing, and it to me like when I got invited, I was like, oh my god, yes, of course. I was like, oh my god, I feel special.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling, for you guys to be going out there and giving people from here a platform. It's like nice, whether you think it is or not. Like to me,
Yeah.
I was like, so thank you.
Well, I was excited to have you on because, like, I was like, because David was like, "Hey, you should check this girl out," and then so I started going through your stuff, and I was like, "You have like a personality. Like, I really could see you like on
Uh,
TikTok, like doing something. I think you're talented than more,
I was talking
more of those
like,
people.
that.
But you're just funny. Like,
When you're on
Even
the screen, you're just like, okay, yeah,
I was like,
it's
"Whoa, wait,
Deewes.
should we hit a pause for a dance break real quick?"
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'd be dead.
That's fine. I wanna go to Baile now. That's kidding. Let's see. Let's see. What equipment should we invest in? Which I think is kind of covered that or no?
So basically, it depends on what you want to do. It really depends on what you want to do. So I'll explain. Are you explaining like do you want to do it for a podcast? You mean?
Yeah, it would be for a
So
podcast.
for a podcast, you got to know that your camera is not just a photography camera. It has to be a video camcorder because if not, most of the regular cameras they'll shut off before 30 minutes. So that's the first issue that we ever had
Wow.
because
I thought every camera just
no.
what?
No,
And
it
it's,
won't just go for like an hour or 2 hours because they get hot or they just have like a preset. They'll just shut off at 30 minutes and then we're like, yeah, we ran into that.
Funny reason. It's because of tax reasons.
Mhm.
They can't sell a camera that records for more than 30 minutes and sell it as a camera.
What?
As a camera.
No way. I did not know
So see
that.
that's one of the little things that you run into.
I would never even think about like looking up that feature. Like I would just buy the camera
Yeah.
and not even think. I'm like, it's gonna record one.
And then
Yeah.
and then once you get over that little bump, I think the next thing would be audio. Audio is so crucial to
Yeah.
make sure that you get it right. Even us, like we're thinking soon here we're gonna upgrade all the audio. That way, it's because it's that people want to hear. People expect something to sound
Yeah.
clean as can be,
Mhm.
but you'll find out real quick that it takes a lot of like not only just the skills but also good equipment to make sure that you get
Yeah.
everything
Because you know
correctly.
how sometimes you'll hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we try to avoid.
Yeah, I don't feel like I hear it on the. Maybe you guys.
Yeah,
Because, you're
we're still figuring out, so
Yeah.
we kind of have a little bit of back.
You guys,
We still make mistakes.
You guys are already professionals.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What do you think about cancel culture, and do you think it's necessary?
Man, I was always scared of getting canceled, huh?
Yeah,
I would always say that.
that was his first.
Yeah, as time has gone on, like I guess I'm a little bit less, but I mean, I don't necessarily agree with cancel
Mhm.
culture, you
Yeah.
know? Like I feel like it keeps everybody on their toes and then it like
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a believer of like you can think what you want, like I'll think what I want and like there's no,
just
you know,
don't
like
follow them.
yeah,
Like just,
yeah, it's just like I don't agree with you, but we don't have to talk about that.
yeah,
You know,
Mhm.
it but that's the thing, it's certain people that will push and
Mhm.
push their opinion on you and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Now I'm not going to hang out with you or I'm not going to
Uh-huh.
but if you don't always push that down my throat, then like we're cool, you know.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
The thing that I don't like about it is that you highlight one particular thing that someone did wrong
Oh,
and you don't know them.
yeah.
Like it happens a bunch online when or even like people will dig up stuff and then they get rammed because of one thing that happened 10 years ago.
When they're like 14 or 13.
So it's like you
Yeah.
gotta if you're gonna judge a person and go after them, you
Mhm.
have to have good reason and context. You
Yeah.
have to be someone knowledgeable before you start.
And not only that, but like, what are you like perfect? You know, like, have you not made a mistake before? You know, like, I'm sorry.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the people, a lot of the haters, you'll see like when you see a hater hate, look at them, and then you'll be like, well,
Like you're mad.
yeah. You're mad.
Mad.
You're a
Okay,
hater.
you're a hater.
Yeah.
I'm not getting canceled.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What are the challenges of being a content creator?
Burnout.
It's
Yes, I think about that for you guys all the time because I'm like, dang, like back to back to back, literally. Like that's you guys. They literally post hella videos. For the people that from my TikTok people, if you guys should subscribe, they post back to back to back, literally.
We try. We
try.
try. But
and
definitely subscribe.
and we're not only are we posting back to back to back, but now we're gonna double the content that we're making.
that's
So
crazy.
so like you were saying, it's burnout because it's you have to be so high energy for it to be able to do content creation because people think that it's just pressing a camera and people think that creators are just like these
Like that's all you're
fairies,
doing.
you know?
It's so
Like,
easy.
oh, it's so easy. But
Yeah, it's not.
oh,
It's not.
And especially because we're not full time, you know? So it's one
Yes.
thing if, like, there's just an hour and everything. And then also, like, we have our 9 to 5, we have partners, we have family, we have, like, things that come up in our
Yeah, you're
personal
not full-time.
lives. So
Yeah.
it's like we just push through them. But I think, was it you that sent me that video through from Mr. Beast? Yeah, he was saying Mr. Beast, he was like, like I do all these things and they're really cool and all that. He's like, but I'm able to do them because
oh yeah.
most of the times I feel what like people don't want to feel. He's like, I'm tired, I do
Yes, I
this
think
and
I
I
saw that one where he's
yeah,
like, I don't have life. Like I'm just literally this is what I do like the
yeah.
whole time.
But he's like, when I'm there, I'm like, I'm able to do the things that I do because people can't tolerate the feelings that I feel.
Yes, yes. I saw that one too.
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
is
I thought that was
true.
a great
In
clip.
fact, I'll say that I put in probably more hours doing this, not just the podcast, but video creation, editing, than my actual real job, easily.
Mhm.
Because like I'm just constantly on this all the time.
Yeah.
Like with no stop. It's just constantly all the time I'm doing this unless I'm with family or there's certain things like that, you know. Otherwise, it's all this.
Yes. So if you want to be a content creator, be mentally prepared
Where this
to
is
experience burnout at least like here and there.
I mean, you
Because
feel like
gonna-
constantly.
Okay, experience burnout all the time.
Yeah, because it's like but it pays
He's like,
off,
no,
you know.
constantly.
Yeah,
it's
but
it's
it pays
very very rewarding.
Yeah.
Very very rewarding. I would say like the main thing is make sure that this is exactly what you want to do and love it because you're not gonna go nowhere. Like you might do good month or two, but after that it's done.
Yes.
It's like we might have been tired. Like you probably went to work today. I went to work today. You went to work today. We get out. Maybe we had a long day, and then now we got to come be like an energy
Yes,
on
yeah.
camera. And it's crazy because like I know that I love this because when I'm tired, like I could be dead tired, and then I come on the pod, and then
Yeah.
after I leave the pod, I have the most. And I don't even want to go to bed now.
Right?
Yeah, like
No, because you're like high energy, you know, and it doesn't feel well for me. Like at a time, it did feel like a job, but it's something that I like to do, so I don't like feel tired or anything, you know.
Just
Yeah.
a quick thing. Like this is like one example of like how it is being a content creator. My day started today at 8 in the morning. I got out of work at 4. As soon as I got home, I put my food to heat up and I took it in the room and started editing. I edited from like 4:30 all the way till what like 6:20, and then I hit it here, and then now we're here now, and then as soon as I get home,
Oh
I'm gonna do
my
like 3-4 more hours of editing, and then that's my everyday.
And editing is hard. It's so time.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, I couldn't do
Oh
it.
my god, it's so
Yeah.
time consuming.
But I love it. That's
He's
why
like,
I
yeah,
do it.
no, you couldn't.
Yeah, no, and he's
No,
like
even
a beast, you know.
and even though I love it, and I guess I'm good at it.
You are.
I'm like 25% of the time I have issues one sort of way or
Yeah.
another. Either whether it's the content that's not shot right or it's technical difficulties or something. Like it's just that's the nature of it.
I've been in the room with him while he's editing some stuff and like we're trying to put some stuff together. Like we've done concerts and like different events, and then we have to do like a recap, and then like we're piecing things together, and then it's like, all right, no, now we got to start all over and shuffle around.
Mhm.
And then next thing I know, it's like 11 o'clock, and I'm like, bro, I gotta go home. He's like, all right, I'm gonna be here
And you're
for
not even done shuffling, like, or putting.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
it's
But
pretty
he
hard.
shout out
It's not-
to
I
yeah.
know.
the Fire
Shout out to
Films.
you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fire Films. Damn.
Gracias.
Pues no. That okay. So I'll ask one more question. How do they? Well, how do you guys keep your audience engaged and growing?
That's a hard one.
Because
That's
we're kind of
hard.
just we're kind of just trying to grow in every respective thing at once.
Mhm.
So what we're doing right now is just our niche is just bringing in people from Fresno, people that have stories,
Mhm.
and we do reels on Instagram, and we're trying to push on TikTok and also YouTube. And then what we do is all the everything, like all the good clips, we just take them and show them to people.
Yeah.
And then a lot of those get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot, but like
Yeah,
thousands of
because I
views.
saw it. I don't know how I came across your guys' Instagram, but I think it was like one of your guys' reels. And I was like, oh, this is cool. So then I like, it's local people and I'm like, okay, like that's awesome. Like I want to see local people like win and stuff. And
Mhm.
that's why I followed you guys, like the
Oh,
reels and stuff.
and
Yeah.
another way is too is we're very starting to be, or no, we've been pretty involved with the community. Like we're always up and
Yeah.
Just
about doing
Yes.
networking.
Yes.
Yeah. And although I feel like a lot of it is trial and error as well,
Mhm.
because like we're just getting started, and honestly, we just started the podcast, so we didn't know what was gonna come of it,
Mhm.
and then we start meeting really cool people, we start networking, we start becoming involved in the like different communities. I feel like we haven't fully built our own community, but
Mhm.
that's what we're working on. So like we're trying to get more of our personality out there.
Yeah, I
We just
totally get
started the
that.
vlogs, like we kind of
I
want to
think the
get
vlogs is a really good way to like start off showing your guys' personality and stuff.
yeah.
Because right now you are giving like other people like the platform to get to know them and stuff.
Yeah.
So and that's where the our content doubling here pretty soon is.
Oh
That's what it's
yes,
about.
that's
So
right.
we're gonna push out blogs, and then at the same time continue to do the podcast.
Yeah.
You should come with us for like a food vlog or like something
Yes, real.
cool.
I wanted to be like a foodie, but then I was like, nah. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a lot. We have a lot of foodies, which is good.
There is, yeah.
And they're good at it, and I'm like, I don't. I'm not that good.
Like,
Like, okay,
cue,
give it a
cue
10
the
out of 10.
foodie.
Like,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, for
Cue the
sure.
foodie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we met her. We wanted to have her on the pod, Cue the foodie. We still want you on. We just got to find the right timing. I know like we've kind of missed each other a few times, but she's super cool. We met her at the taco truck throwdown.
Oh, really?
She was one of the judges.
Oh, no
So
way.
yeah,
Isn't that
yeah.
so crazy. You can get so far, like, if you just start.
Yeah.
Start.
Mike the
Yeah.
Foodie. There's a few of them.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about yourself? Like, what can people expect from you next?
So I am gonna be posting more on my podcast. I know I said I was gonna do that, but like you guys said, I like got so burned out. I was like, oh my god, no, like I can do this. So I will be posting more on my podcast. Um, I am posting more on Instagram than I did before. So if you see my reels and you're like, oh my god, like girl, this too much, like I'm sorry, but I'm gonna post more on my reels. And then just on TikTok, I feel like I'm more active on TikTok. Like
Mhm.
I feel like you can just be more yourself on there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What are
So
some of your like dream collaborations?
my dream collaborations would be Shadi Bay.
Shadi Bay.
Shadi Bay de Verayna. And do you guys know La Platica?
Yeah.
Okay, so I follow them and I like them. Like I don't know, it's oh my god, I like them. I don't even know their names.
Yeah, I don't know their name. I've seen them and I've heard of them.
Yes, Sebas, and then I forgot the other guy, but they get a lot of like influencers and stuff. So
Mhm.
I would like to go on their podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
La Platica.
I know La
Deewes.
Platica. Hello, Latinos over here.
Yeah.
Get us over there, de veras. But yeah, what about you guys?
We still have a few. I mean, as far as like podcast guests and stuff like that, I mean, there's a lot we would like to do. I know. Still, we always say what we want to get. You know who Fashawn is?
Yes,
Yes.
he's like a rapper.
We-
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's like a
wanna-
big Fresno rapper.
Yes.
Want to do him and the mayor.
Gary Dyer. Yeah.
And what's funny is that I'm pretty sure we can get him now, but
Yeah.
we're not pushing too hard on it just because
Yeah.
we want to get to a point of the podcast where where everything is super high quality. That way, when they come, we could take
Yeah.
advantage of it.
Yeah.
We also have like ideas of like creating like we said a hub. So like our dream would be to have like a warehouse where we'd have like a photo studio, a podcast studio, like an editing studio, and then like an area where we can host like events, networking, and stuff
That
like
is so
that. So
awesome. Speak it into existence.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is our second time talking about it.
No,
but
yeah.
at least other than
It
with the
will
three of
happen
us.
for sure.
So if
Yeah.
anybody wants to donate a warehouse,
Just donate it,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
Just donate.
Come on.
We'll make it poppin'. Yeah, man.
Oh.
But any final thoughts? Anything else you would like to say to your supporters? Because your supporters
Uh,
are amazing. Like
I know.
I see them showing you love,
I
and
know my TikTok girlies. I love you guys. And I wouldn't be on this podcast because they hyped me up so much. You know, like, oh, like when I posted like the questions for me to ask you, they were like, oh my God, like I'm so excited. Like when is it gonna come out? Like let me know when it comes out. And I was like, oh my God, like yeah, thank you, you know? So I do want to say thank you to them and then to you guys too for like inviting me. This is so exciting. I hope
And
it's not the last time, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, and then I just want to say that you guys are doing an amazing job, like
Thank you.
literally throughout like the burnout and all that stuff. And you guys know how to keep a conversation going and make people feel comfortable.
yeah, you. I didn't even see any of your nerves. Like
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I was crying in the car. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be sweating like
on my
crazy.
first
I'm like I've been sweating, but it's
on my,
a little
on my,
warm
on
in
my
here.
first episode, if you look closer, like my heart was coming out of my chest,
Oh my
dude. Like
God.
I could tell he was
No.
nervous.
I'm
bro.
gonna have
it's
to go back.
because like it felt like when you were just sitting there talking, it's like it's just a conversation.
Yeah.
But then once the cameras turn on, it's
Yes. You like
okay,
start
what's-
freezing high.
and,
Like,
and then
oh my God,
what kind of got me off was like the guy completely switched up his personality. Well, not switched, but it's like he got like really serious, and I was like, oh shit, what did I get in myself?
He's like, wait a minute, I need to
Wait a
lock in.
minute.
Well, we just threw him into the like his first podcast. We told him like an hour, half an hour in advance, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll show up."
I did see that where you're like downstairs or something.
Yeah, we used to film it down there, like
Yeah.
yeah, but then we kind of dedicated a space, and we still have a lot of like things we want to do in here
But
and stuff.
this won't be the last time, and
Yes.
we gotta do a blog together.
Yeah, we gotta do a collab.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, we do. But yeah,
Man.
thank you. You guys subscribe to Grizzly. Oh, sorry.
You're
Subscribe to Grizzly Talks and subscribe to D-West.
D-West. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
We had a great
I had a
time.
great time.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you guys for watching.